I gave you only silence, and still you chose to stay near me. I never said I need you, barely whispered out your name. You loved me through the silence, like absence spoke the same. And maybe that's what broke me, more than any kind of blame. You saw the love I buried and refused to play the game. You loved me like I was whole when I was barely there. Like silence was a language, breathing through despair. I held you at the surface, afraid of what we'd share, while you kept diving deeper, finding nothing waiting there. I thought that staying quiet would keep me safe from breaking, would never face the pieces or choices I was taking. But you remained in the wreckage of every truth I'm faking, and loved me through the damage like I was worth the aching. I kept waiting for the moment you would finally let me go, when loving me would hurt you more than strength could ever hold. Still you stayed past the warnings, past every sign I didn't show, like losing me was worse than losing everything you hold. You never forced a feeling, never begged for something true. You stood inside my silence like you knew what it could do. And somehow that was louder than words I never knew. You proved that love won't leave just because it's pushed from view. And slowly I was breaking in places long concealed, because you never left me when I gave you nothing real. You stayed inside the emptiness where no one else would kneel, and turned my quiet into truth I could no longer conceal. I realized what you gave me wasn't mine to deserve. You loved me without language, without needing to be heard. And every time I shut you out, you somehow never swerved. Like love to you was constant, not something shaped by words. You didn't love who I was, you saw who I could be. Through every wall I built, you still chose to see me. And that's the part that haunts me more than anything I see. You believed in something real while I was too scared to be. Now every silence echoes louder than it did before, because I understand now what you were fighting for. You weren't waiting for perfect, never needed something more. You waited for the moment I would finally open the door. Now I see the damage in everything I've done. How I made you feel alone while calling you the one. You stayed inside my nothing while I gave you close to none. Still somehow you kept loving like I was still someone. The truth I kept avoiding, the one I couldn't face. You loved me at my emptiest, still stayed within my space. I thought silence would protect you from what I couldn't place. But you stayed inside my nothing and made it feel like grace. And that kind of understanding never leaves.